guys, Animelting here, and welcome to another seasonal video for Team BakaMelting Jelly. If you haven't seen the previous videos, do, because they're amazing and you should. They're up on Alan's channel, which is part 1, and part 2, which is Evie's channel, but you wouldn't know those people because I haven't introduced them yet. So, please say I'm asking you to say welcome, but you're on the other side of the screen, so do it anyway, it's fun. Say hey to BakaShift Alan.
Yo.
Evie, you didn't do it.
Welcome.
There we go. And also say I'm pointing in this direction in the hope that it's where Alan's thumbnail will be, but I'll point in this one just in case. I also have another guest. It is the amazing BizarreJelly5, Ebby.
Hello.
Welcome.
There
Thanks.
we go. Alan was punctual. Like I said, please go watch those previous videos because they add so much context, and we have in-jokes by this video, so you better get into it. If you're on this channel and you've never been on here before, this is a channel where we talk about anime. You wouldn't know that because there hasn't been a video on it for a while, but on this channel we are going to talk about a couple of shows and a couple of OVAs and some other things as well. Starting with
bits and pieces.
Sakurako-san no Ashimoto ni wa Shitai ga Umatteiru. Or, as I like to call it, girl who finds skull and doesn't have a suitable reaction. The PV is...
In English, a corpse buried under Sakurako's feet.
Oh, okay.
That's a really, really morbid title.
Yup.
Because all I got from it is, she's holding a skull, why is she not freaking out? Why is that guy not freaking out? What the fuck's going on here? And it makes me want to watch it.
She's an extraordinarily beautiful woman in her mid-20s from a rich family who loves beautiful bones.
We're all extraordinarily beautiful women in our mid-20s.
I'm in my mid-20s. Don't know about the rest of this stuff, though.
Have you ever clutched a skull and turned around and faced a man who was...
No, because I would probably cry.
Have you ever had bones buried under your feet?
Be arrested.
No. I've never done any of those things. So I'm in my mid-20s. Oh god, I'm in my mid-20s.
Not for another couple months.
My life is disappearing
you get
before
to go
my
to Japan
eyes.
and then you come back and you be 25.
Yep, and then I might as well just stop existing. Life's over at that point.
Oh snap, it's gonna be weird for our summer season thing. Anyway.
I'm curious, Pat picked this one. Did you pick it because the picture was pretty?
I picked it because I watched the PV and I was looking at the skull and I was like, no one is freaking out in this situation. If I found a skull, I'd be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
Well, obviously, that's a beautiful bone. And she loves those.
Is this meant to be like some kind of metaphor for bones?
We know the setup of the story, but what the bloody hell is this thing going to be about? What's going to happen?
It's about paleontologists.
I'm not sure where you go from finding bones. Like, it's a mystery, so are they trying to find out whose bones they are?
Is this going to be like Dusk Maiden Amnesia, but in reverse? They found the bones, they've got to find where they belong to.
I'm curious as to what the studio have really done before.
Troika are very, very new. They started last year with co-doing Aldnoah Zero with A1.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the writer looks pretty good.
This is like either their second or third show or something like that. They're very new. They're one of the up-and-comers that sprung up last year.
Maybe that's
the other
why
studios that started last year.
That's probably why they don't understand that holding a skull in public is not like
socially acceptable.
Yeah. Someone's got to stand up and tell these people.
Is it a Shakespeare reference?
To be or not to be. That is the Sakura tree.
So what I'm going to do with this one is, because I thought it looked quite nice, I'm just going to wait to see what everyone else thinks about it.
I'm going to watch it straight away, because I want to find out what the hell's going on.
That's true. I'm interested.
I don't think I'm interested enough to watch it immediately. When I've got
the writer did some Penguin Drum stuff. Takayo
Yeah, I liked Penguin Drum. So, although I liked Penguin Drum at the time, I don't think I like it as much now. Like, you look back on it and you're like, okay, it was good, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Well, it's not as good as Utena.
Yeah,
it's not as good as Yuri Kuma. I made a funny joke.
Yeah, you did.
Well, this one is based on a light novel, I believe, and speaking of things that are written down, the next one has been written down in a book before it was adapted into a J-drama, and now it's being adapted into an anime. It's called Subete ga F ni Naru, and I reckon it's going to be really, really good. F.
The perfect insider.
This is the show that I am looking forward to most out of any other show, more than even the thing that I really love that I'm going to talk about in a second. But
wow.
Yeah, I know. I was just reading so much about it. It's like a really popular, like it was popular when it was turned into a J-drama, and apparently the book's really good. The story is about guys who are scientists, and they go away for a weekend, and then they find a dead body, and it's about a murder mystery, pretty much.
Did you say what it was called yet?
Yes.
Subete ga F ni Naru.
I just flooped when I heard that.
I said it like 3 times now.
I'm actually really interested in this because the original creator is the guy who created Skycrawlers, which I actually quite liked.
Yeah, and it's odd that he's done just this and that, and Skycrawlers is proper strange.
Yeah, for some reason I quite liked it though. I think I picked it up in HMV because it was one of those things.
Yeah, it's always super cheap. Skycrawlers has a very divided fan base. There are people who hate it, and there are people who absolutely adore it.
I think it's pretty good. I'm more in the it's alright.
Yeah, I'm with you there. But
I think I look back on it quite fondly. I don't know why though.
Because of the guy folding the newspaper.
Yeah.
So that's the original creator, but they've got actually another really good writer on the crew for the actual anime, and he did Suritama and Gatchaman Crowds. And I know you guys like Gatchaman Crowds, and I love Suritama.
How could you not?
I'm indifferent on Gatchaman Crowds, so.
Well, watch Suritama, goddamn.
Oh my god!
Do it now!
God!
Oh my god!
It's like, have you watched Backer and Test yet? No.
Shoutouts to 2 years ago.
Every time probably Silverlink comes up, watch Backer and Test.
Was it actually the first one where we were talking about Backer and Test?
It could have been.
Probably.
I think it might have actually been the first one.
We'll have to have a rewatch.
Anyway, I put this on the list because I liked it and it looks cool. Any thoughts, guys?
Well, can we rely on you to tell us if it is amazing?
Yeah, sure. It just is, probably, maybe.
I can't believe you're more hyped for this than you are for.
I know, it's weird. Wait, I'm not talking about that later. Instead, what I am talking about later is a certain object which is weighty. A heavy object.
Oh, I wish they called it weighty object instead.
Weighty object.
Somewhat cumbersome object. Which I know next to nothing about. And I put it on the list.
I watched the PV for it, and I was like, I don't
be...
really know what's happening because it's all in Japanese and I don't understand.
I know there's a girl, and she does something in front of a big
seems
window.
to be a military sci-fi thingamajig, but this show makes me angry.
Why does it make you angry?
Let's travel back in time.
No.
A show called Owarimonogatari no Index airs. 1 year later, Railgun airs. 1 year later, second season of Index airs. About 2 years later, Railgun S airs. About 2 years later, we reach today. This is based on a light novel by the person who wrote the light novels of Owarimonogatari no Index. And it's not Index Season 3.
Oh, that's why you're mad.
Because they're adapting it's the same studio, and I'm sure it's going to be great because like I adore Index and they're a bloody good writer, but I want Index Season 3 so bad you have no idea. and they see this and I'm like, this is obviously taking up that slot.
You never know, you might get it next year.
Yeah, I hope so, because
this might be what they had to put out in like place because they weren't done yet.
Yeah,
maybe next season we'll see something.
It's like there's so much Index left to adapt, and like they need to get on with it. Otherwise, it's just they're gonna like the Earth will end before they get a chance to finish it.
Well, yeah, probably.
And the bit that comes up next in Index in the light novel, what comes up after the stuff that happens in season 2 is like one of my favorite parts of it. It's so unbelievably good. It's like just all about Accelerator. But anyway. That's not about this show. I just wanted to get out of the way why I was salty about this one.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch this one, though?
Probably one day, maybe.
I have no thoughts apart from the director did Freezing, as well as a Kino film, so...
A very wide palette.
Yep, a little bit.
Yeah. He's such range.
I don't really have anything to say about it. Because I'm not
I like
not an Index or Railgun fan.
You will be.
I will be one day, but not right now, I'm not. And I don't really know what the PV was trying to tell me. So
PV was like a short...
it was like a
just
clip
a
of the
short-
anime without
yeah.
subtitles.
Yeah, without subtitles, and then a shadow appears, and it's like, well, that's obviously the heavy object.
Oh snap. That was a
The
heavy
weighty
object.
Uh,
Well,
the art was nice.
We arrive now. Oh, you're
The
talking
art
about
was
that.
nice, Pat.
Yeah, it didn't look bad. I put it on because
No,
it looked
no,
like
no.
we should
Think
think
about
it's
it.
important.
I'm trying to give you a segue. The art
Oh,
was
yeah.
nice, Pat.
But something that's not nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
That's
missed it.
not what I was
You
going
missed it.
Oh no, tell me it.
Look at the
Speaking
studio.
of art, Studio Artland.
Artland?
There you
An
go.
entire land of art.
That's amazing. It's just like you step off the boat and you step on the Monogatari. Anyway.
I tried.
There is... I'm so sorry, Abby. You did try. You get an award. I will send you this award soon.
Yay.
Anyway, this show is only on here for one reason. Because I had to wait an hour for its PV to download. And it made me so angry. And it was not worth it. It's hosted on this awful video streaming site. Like, there is no genuine reason why a 30-second clip should take an hour to stream.
To
And
buffer.
Alan had the same problem, so I know
I had
it's
the
not
same
me.
problem.
So, I don't know why the only way to watch this clip is on a horrible website. I don't know what's going on in the show, because it seems like a slice of life fun
What's the
thing.
show called?
It's called Tomori Son or Kotowarenai.
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 And it doesn't look
But
too
it's
bad.
by Studio Artland. How can this be bad? Because Artland never do anything apart from Mushishi.
I don't know, Artland have done some cack from what I can recall.
But they did Mushishi.
To
Yeah,
be
they do.
fair, it probably won't be bad. Like, it looks like a genuine... Yeah, it's fun. It's going to be fun. But that PV took too long to download, and I'm angry.
I'm not going to watch it on the basis of that. I wasted a lot of my life on that thing. I ended up watching the first 10 seconds of it because I just couldn't wait for the rest.
I know that the art looks good, and the characters look enjoyable, and the main character looks really nice and happy, and I'll probably watch that if it's on a legal
It seems like the kind of
streaming
thing that you'd watch.
service.
That,
Yeah,
definitely.
I love my slice of life girl things.
Go.
It looks like a Love Lab sort of setup, but with smaller people.
Well,
And that's,
it's
that's
about
Komori-san
someone
wa
who's too,
Kotowarenai.
she's too kind. She can't say no when people
No.
ask favours, but she gains amazing abilities from it.
That's what I want to find out about, because the PV did
So
not
is she
shed light
going to
on
be
that.
like, so someone's like, can you, could you wash my car for me? And then she's like, okay, and then she learns to fly.
See, I was thinking it'd be like, she goes to pick up something that someone dropped, and her arm just like turns and like goes tight and over teaspoons, like we said a few seasons back. Was that us? Someone else? I watched the PV.
I think so.
and
Or Pat. The question is
Shithouse.
though, are you scared?
Am I scared?
Yeah.
I am a bit scared, because the next show is rotoscoped.
Brum, brum, brum.
And as our community knows, things that are rotoscoped are generally not well received. Case in point, Aku no Hana, the show of 2013? No, God, that's a long time ago now.
Yeah, 2013, yeah.
But
Oh
this
my
one
goodness.
isn't Aku no Hana, it's called Kowabon, which is fun to say, but I'm not so certain about this show being so fun, because it's a horror.
literally, the synopsis for it is Kowabon, a horror story, will be animated using a technique called rotoscoping. Animators will trace live-action footage frame by frame to
That's just an
recreate it
explanation of
as
what
animation.
rotoscoping is.
That's not a synopsis.
No. Hey, it's a horror story. That's the synopsis.
You reckon they just filmed someone going down the street and had someone jump out at them occasionally, and they're just like, yeah, we'll just draw over the top of that.
Yep.
The thumbnail looks pretty cool,
Yeah, it does.
but the
yeah.
PV I watched had some. It did not look good. It looked like
the PV had like one bit that was rotoscoped and the rest was just the live action footage.
But it looked
That
awful.
hadn't
It
been
looked like her
rotoscoped
eyes
yet.
had been pinned open and it was freaky.
Yeah, I can imagine it'd probably be scarier if they didn't rotoscope it, because half the time you're going to be going, ha, this looks poo. as opposed to going like, ooh, it's edgy and scary.
Yeah.
Are you actually going to watch this, Pat, or do you just?
I will if I can get a hold of it. I want to find out what's going on because
it's 5-minute episodes, so it's not really a huge time investment.
And maybe it'll look amazing.
To be fair, I don't mind rotoscoping. It doesn't look so bad when it's done right. So
do we think that this is going to be the long-awaited fusion of Aku no Hana and Pupa?
Oh my god.
Aku no Pupa!
I'd watch that, just because I know it would be a disaster.
Well, that's what this seems like it's going to be.
We'll see.
Pupa of evil. Flowers of Pupa.
Lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
Well, I can't think of a decent segue. Like every season, there is a show I can't make a decent segue to. So, high school.
That was the best.
So
it's Attack on Titan, but it's set in high school.
I'll put this out there. I didn't know this was happening until just now.
Oh, it's happening. I mean,
high school.
So is
I really
like,
hope that's the OP.
is no one excited about this? Because no one's
I'm
like,
excited.
oh man,
It's
the junior high manga is getting an adaptation, which I always thought was the weirdest kind of spin-off.
I haven't read it, but I know the Shingeki no Kyojin writer has a good sense of humour, or whatever. You know how at the end of every book he's got like a joke about like the next volume's going to be about this ridiculous thing, or he has one of the Titans in a school uniform or something.
Well, he told everyone that Armin was a girl as a joke, and now everyone thinks that Armin's a girl, so...
But yeah, he's got a good sense of humour, so I'm expecting this to be humorous. If you enjoyed Attack on Titan, you'll probably enjoy this. Because it's a piss take.
Not by him, though.
Oh.
Like, Hajime Itate has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, but he would have had to authorise it or say something.
Oh, yeah, he would have to have authorised it. He didn't.
He's like, oh wait, we're making your series into a comedy. And they're like, what? You can't do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they walked in and
it's
went
already
like,
a comedy!
We're going to make a junior high version, a chibi version of your manga. Here's a bunch of money. And he was like, alright. I'll put it with the rest.
That guy probably never has to work ever again.
Nope.
Yeah, but this is sort of like the Haruhi, what was it called? Nyoro-chan? Like...
Nyoron Chiriya-chan.
Yeah.
And Haruhi-chan season
this is
which are like
Attack
the
on
best
Titan.
things ever.
Yeah, so we might get some good stuff out of this.
Nyoron. Kyon-kun.
I don't know, it might be dependent on how much of Attack on Titan you've watched, but I don't imagine anyone who hasn't watched Attack on Titan watching this.
Oh no, because it's going to spoil. It's because it's going to be basing things off of scenes. Like it will spoil plot points.
Yeah.
Hopefully, just from the anime and not from like stuff that happens afterwards.
Can you imagine if it just like spoiled a bunch of stuff that's going to happen in the eventual second season?
They just get to the basement and it's just like, hey, there's nothing here.
Yeah, but it'd be a joke. They'd find something funny in it.
I hope they take the piss out of the moving the rock arc.
No, they get into the basement and it's just all of his dad's porn mags.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that as a comic or something.
Oh really? Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm not being original.
And his dad is Tokugawa Ieyasu.
That's a joke from Oko last night.
Yeah, it is.
Mikasa continuously like chokes herself on a scarf, which is ridiculously long or something. I don't know. I don't write it. Someone else wrote it.
Speaking of continuously choking yourself.
Oh!
That is a very... Well, I don't want to say my opinion on how good that segue was, because we might get some hate. But Owarimonogatari is happening, and you know what? I'm going to watch this. I'm not going to watch anything else from the Monogatari series until I've watched this.
There's...
Because I need to start somewhere, and I've slept through too much of the series.
So much Monogatari now that I just feel like I'm never going to catch up. I'm never going to get there.
Like... I haven't watched since second season ended, because when they started airing like each arc separately, like I think I wanted to wait for like a good chunk of it, because I will finish it all one day. But what's important about this one is this is the first part of the final arc.
Oh,
good place
to
start.
Finally getting there.
Like I don't think it's actually the novels for the final arc haven't finished yet, but this is the start of the end. Basically, we're getting there, and they still haven't bloody made. What's it called? The film.
Oh, Kizumonogatari.
Which was like the second volume or something.
Do you think that's going to be the last thing that they
I would assume so, yeah. I think like with how it is now, it would be weird if it wasn't, because they're coming towards. I would say there'll probably be like, I don't know, 2 or 3 more of these short sort of like 6-episode pieces.
They're not being that
Like
subtle about it being the end,
basically.
Because doesn't Owari mean the end?
Maybe. Yes, it does. I only... Just because Owari no Seraph is Seraph at the end.
There's 2 Owari shows this.
I'll watch it eventually.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts
My
on
problem is, I've got Monogatari 2nd season to go still, and that's a long series.
And Monogatari 2nd season is bloody good.
Yeah, but it's long, and
Yeah,
I don't know if I care enough.
It's bloody good after you get past like the first arc, which is just Senju Gahara and Hanekawa in a shower for like 4 episodes.
Nisa Monogatari was still like my least favourite thing ever. Like that's what put me off the series. Although I did watch Hana Monogatari. No. The one with the cat lady.
Nekomonogatari.
Yeah, it was Nekomonogatari. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that comes after. That's what they did between Nisa Mono and 2nd season.
So I'm up to there.
All right. I am up to nowhere.
So,
I need to start.
Have you still not finished the first episode?
No, I finished the first episode, got into the 2nd episode.
Oh, you're getting there.
And then I think I blanked out towards the end. But I started watching the 3rd episode, and I definitely blanked out in that one.
Oh, man.
Just watch the 4th episode and see if you can guess what's happening.
How much of it do you own now, though? Like, up to most of it, surely.
I should have probably all of it that's been released.
Yeah, because it's all...
probably everything that's been released. Unless there was something that came out like 2 seasons ago. I don't think I've got that one yet, but...
Yeah, because they probably haven't licensed that and released it yet.
But everything that's been physically released I have in a stack which is now taller than a shelf. It's probably about that big. You can't see what I'm doing, but my hands are far apart from each other.
Man, speaking of taller than a shelf, I hear there's an orange-haired kid who can jump higher than that.
He can do much more. He can leap into your heart and take over your soul and make you love everything about Haikytwo.
We don't know about Haikyuu because it could be rubs.
Don't say that, Sarah will kill you.
I will kill you.
Haikyuu
2 is happening, and this is the show which I was saying I'm going to enjoy it probably as much as Subete. I take it back. I'm looking forward to the show as much as that other show that I was talking about that I don't want to say the whole name of again.
Do you want to tell the story of when you played volleyball?
So, currently, I can't walk properly. I took up volleyball about a year or so ago, and recently, within the last 8 weeks, I played a game of volleyball, and I went to pick up a volleyball, and I turned on my leg, and I broke my fibula. Which is an
I like how it wasn't you actually playing volleyball. It was
I was just bending down to pick up a bloody ball, and I broke my ankle.
Oh my god.
So I've been.
It's
I'm
not
going
funny.
to
I've got so much
physiotherapy on
sympathy.
Tuesday.
Yeah, when those pictures you showed where your leg was like beat red and stuff, it's like, ooh.
Oh, you should see the one with all the staples along, trying to keep the surgical scar together.
Ooh.
It's fun.
Funny.
Let's
talk about Haikyuu.
Haikytwo.
Haikyuu's a good anime.
See, sports is dangerous, and I don't think we should do them.
Volleyball is a really fun sport, and it's because of Haikyuu that I started playing it, and it's because of Haikyuu that I currently can't play it. But I can watch Haikyuu and live vicariously through it.
Yep.
This is a direct sequel to the series, which was awesome before this, called Haikyuu.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Kageyama is my favourite.
Oh, no way. Shota.
Do I have a favourite?
Kageyama.
I don't think I do.
I like them all. They're all lovely. And
Kageyama's like Angry Land Haru, so...
Land Haru.
I'm not sure if this is going to be the last season or not. I don't want to give away anything, but it's just like, this is their chance, and they've got to take their chance and ram it into over the net.
Yeah, no, the manga's still going, so... And maybe it'll be like 3 seasons, like
3 seasons in a movie.
I think that they've already done a movie which was combining.
Yeah, they did. It was like a recap movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were 2 of them, I think.
Recap movies and rubs.
I want to be more hype about this, but I can't because I'm at peak. And I know Sarah is as well, and I know a bunch of other people out there are as much as I am. So come together, brothers, and sisters. Let's join and become a massive, raging ball of hype,
and
then we'll hit that over the net and beat Datako.
Go, let's go, Dateko.
Let's go, Dateko.
I'm just like, it's going to be on Crunchyroll. The first season was, so we'll do it for Arco, and that's how I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, me too. Although I would kind of like to watch it weekly.
No, it's a sports anime. Don't put yourself through that, love.
I did for Haikyuu 1, and I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
I can't stand like the wait, but I need to. I need my fix.
Reminds me, actually, is Baby Steps 2 over yet?
No.
Or does that finish at the end of
I think it's at
this season?
Yeah, because they had a 25 thing.
Yeah, because then...
Have you watched any of it yet?
No.
It's so much better.
Ooh.
Like, you know those in-between episodes we had such a big problem with?
Yeah.
They're gone!
Wow.
Now it's just proper, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes. There are a couple of bummer, but stuff happens and you'll be happy. I know there's a particular episode where you'll be shining in happiness.
Yes.
Can we move on? Because I've got 7 minutes before.
No! We must talk about Haikyuu more.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Alright, I guess we can talk about the next thing, which I only want to glaze over very quickly, but I am very excited for it too. It's Girls und Panzer, the movie.
Hooray.
Yay.
Hurrah.
This is all you, bro.
I watched Girls und Panzer, and I freaking loved it. Like, I didn't take it seriously, and it didn't want me to take it seriously, so I watched it and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot, and it was fun. And this one, it's sort of like, it adapts a little bit of the series, and then it's got like a sequel in it somehow, and the thumbnail's bleak as anything, but I'm going to enjoy it because it's more Girls und Panzer, and they're going to be using tanks to fight things, and it's going to be fun.
Cool.
And
yeah.
She's holding a teddy.
I'm not going to watch it.
Well, it's a direct sequel to Girls und Panzer.
I just didn't... I feel like I had my fill of Girls und Panzer.
Are you sure you guys don't have anything to say about Girls und Panzer?
What a sweet segue back in.
If you didn't know...
I had a moment. I just needed to go for a minute. I was just so overwhelmed by Girls und Panzer. I just needed to
she was like, basically, Ebby just now, she just went, oh god, I need to watch Girls und Panzer right now. And she went and watched it all, and we sat here for 4 hours talking about Digivices.
So this is all you. You could have just continued without me, because...
No, you need to be here.
You need to experience it. We're going to convince you.
Again.
We're going to convince you that this is a good thing.
It's a good thing for you, but it's not Beyblade.
Maybe one day it will be.
It won't be.
Yeah, maybe this is the harbinger of good news for Beyblade.
I don't think it will be.
I think it is. I think first Digimon, then some other show which was
we're talking about Digimon
Adventure
Adventure Tri, by the way, guys.
Yes, we're talking about Digimon Adventure.
Well,
Again.
we already had Pokemon The Origin. So
again.
let's sort of look into that.
Because we was it 2 seasons ago this was meant to come out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And now we're getting the first of 6 films.
Yeah. Which is good, and we also have like new PVs and stuff to talk about, so we're not just putting it on. So the main things I want to talk about here is not how overwhelmed we are over how this is a thing. We went over that before. We want to go over like what we think about it being films, what we think about Toei's current track record, and some of the things from the newer PVs.
How it looks as well, because that animation's looking pretty sweet, but it does look really different to the original series.
What do you think about it being 6 films instead of a series?
I don't mind. I would have preferred a series, but I guess films means they had a good plan or a really good idea. Either that or they decided...
Yeah. To be honest, I'm happy that it's 6 films instead of a series, just judging by what Toei have done recently with series and like bringing old stuff back.
They've had some
like
damn good people on for movies as well.
Because, I mean, everyone seems to be like looking at some of the stuff that's happening with Dragon Ball Super and how bad it looks. And like what happened with Sailor Moon Crystal. Like I'm happy that because this is films, that means that's not going to happen here. I assume that's not going to happen here.
People need to go see this. Yeah.
It just means it's going to be harder for us to get around to watching it because we have to wait for like Blu-rays or whatever, and like God forbid it actually getting licensed or something, which could probably only happen after all 6 films are out, unless like.
I'm really hoping. Yeah, they'll recognise that it was a popular show in the West, so maybe some fragments of people will be into it.
I just hope like it gets a dub really quickly with the original people. That would I'd be over the moon.
Wicked. I would be so happy. And what was it in the freaking Did You Know anime?
Yeah.
The guy who voiced Tai expressed an interest in doing more Digimon stuff.
Yeah.
So if that can happen, then Toei, you can have my money and my love.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby will also be there because we'll force her to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
I just hope it like airs in a cinema or something, like over here.
That would
Digimon
be
in the cinema would be amazing.
I mean, we're getting Dragon Ball in the cinema, so
and
it's not totally...
we have the Kids in America video clip at the beginning of it again.
Yeah.
And Angela Anaconda.
Oh god, if they do a new Angela Anaconda.
That would be so great. Because if you didn't know, Digimon, the first movie, the movie that exists, which has like 2 movies slammed together, I can't really remember how it worked out, but it was preceded by an Angela Anaconda cartoon, and they sort of merged the franchise somehow. And she became Angelamon.
Yep.
And it was great.
It was great.
And Alan and I watched that together.
Yeah, we did.
And we cried.
That was like the first
laughed.
thing me and Pat did together when he came to the UK. It was sick. The major thing I want to bring up, in regards to this now that we didn't have before, was in one of the biggest trailer that we've got at this point. Aside from everything looking gorgeous and everything like that, the biggest thing that I pick out of that trailer is that you see Omnimon fighting Alphamon. Alphamon being one of the Royal Knights, like along with like the Royal Knights is like Omnimon, Gallantmon, Magnamon, like various other things, and you see a lot of stuff with the Royal Knights, and I think it's in season 4. But Alphamon, the main time we've seen him is in the film X Evolution, wherein he's like this ridiculously, crazily overpowered, obscene thing, wherein like I think Alphamon's abilities is like you like it's this weird thing where he sort of alters time and space when he attacks, and when he's attacking you, you don't realise he's already attacked you like 6 more times or something in one attack or something. It's really weird, but
see, I noticed that, but I was way more into the fight between Greymon and Kowabon again.
Yeah. But I think it's just like, that the main thing is that like
back together again.
Alphamon, like the Royal Knights, has always been this thing that really interested me about Digimon that never was really brought up until season 4 and little bits and pieces here and there in X Evolution. And if it seems like Alphamon's going to be one of the big antagonists, like of this first film at least, and it's a big deal. It's a member of the Royal Knights. It's something with a power level comparable or beyond, probably beyond Omnimon. Which is like, or Dukemon, as he is in. No, wait, is it? What's Omnimon's Japanese? Omegamon is Omnimon in Japanese. What he's called in the original anyway. But yeah, I thought that was really cool because I saw it and I was like, I recognise that, and I think I know, and I looked it up, and it is Alphamon that's in the trailer, and that's awesome.
All right. Well, my question I want to end on for this one is: do you think you have to watch the original series to watch the movies?
Yes. It's a canon sequel to Digimon Adventure. Like, I really can't see it being appreciated if you watch it first. Oh god! And I just realised it's freaking Omegamon in Japan, and Alphamon. It's Alpha and Omega. That makes so much sense. Oh my god. Anyway, I couldn't be more excited. Let's put it that way.
Can we end now? Because I've got to...
Abby.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us. Like I said before, we will be making we have videos up on these 2 channels here. I'm sure there'll be thumbnail links if I've...
There's links. There's cheeky links.
There's links. We've got links coming out of everywhere. And we'll be doing another video next season, so I hope you tune in for that. For the meantime, thank you for joining me, Alan.
It's been a pleasure. Welcome.
And thank you for joining me, Abby.
Thanks for having me. Welcome.
And until next time, I hope all your anime are good ones, and until then, bye!
Bye!